top of their fingers.
Yes.
Don't they?
Well,
I think
what
so.
we can make happen is game right now on our screen. So let's not delay it any further. 100% versus ESpartaco right here on Shift Summer League.
It is time for our final series of the day. It's 100%, and they're up against. Oh, cool logo! Look
That's
at that,
a cool logo.
Spartaco. Good stuff. Is that like Roman? Did you say? Is it a Roman?
Maybe.
helm?
Well, Sparta was Greek, wasn't it? Or Sparta its own
this
thing?
is Sparta.
Is Sparta Greek or is that somewhere else? Oh, yeah, it's Greek. Yeah, okay. So
Cool.
yeah, I guess it's a Grecian helmet, I suppose.
Grecian, is that the word?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm learning so much of you today, Stumpy. It's a beautiful thing. We will soon learn which of these teams will take it. You can see ESpartaco have been struggling 1-4. Is that what you expected?
I think for a team that has, firstly, Dorito on it, I'd expect a little bit more. And Stizzy as well was a great player in North America. 1-4, maybe a little bit harsh, but Crispy is starting off this scoring literally immediately, 14 seconds in, and we have the straightaway goal. I think 100% currently they're at 3-2 in our table. They're sitting in second place. Brilliant team for them so far. Rather brilliant results for them. Louis P nearly getting a stunner.
I can't be the only one, by the way, that wants to see Crispy play with Dorito.
Crispy Dorito. Crispy, Louis P, and Dorito.
Yeah, exactly, the triplets.
That'd be nice. That'd be good.
Well, one day it'll happen, I'm sure. I'll have a word from these pro players' ears. They listen to my advice when they're coming out of teams. They always say, Carl, who should I team with? And I say, Crispy, you should play with Luis P, and you guys should play with Dorito. And everything just works out perfectly.
Poor Acro. Acro is basically a Dorito.
Is it?
Right? Yeah, it sounds a bit like it.
Oh, just because it's a word ending in O.
Yeah.
So Rizzo is basically Dorito.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Cool. All right, we're all learning about how words work. And here is Dorito. I'm in Acro on the ball, getting bumped away by Stizzy. Luis P with Chris P in the centre. We've already made the jokes about them being twins, so those ones can move on. But it's all I hear nowadays, unfortunately. And dying, edge was long.
That's a minute 20 in, and we've seen quite a decent amount of this attack coming through. But as soon as Crispy gets rid of dying, that's probably going to be slowing down immeasurably. But Dorito actually keeps this going on. Dorito does not get down by Louis P there, which I really feel like he probably should have done. Crispy getting the back corner boost, now going to be continuing on this attack. Going the other way, Acro misses one demo. Stizzy therefore can save it. That really could have been two, but Stizzy's movement keeps him up.
Yeah, it's a good read as well, because there was one final touch there from Crispy. It had to be red, and it was indeed. Luis P's red by dying again, so it's a case of no boost at all right now. The team in red, but they're doing their best to defend. He's 100% once more, dying in front of Crispy, dying. The poor guy is just flinging himself from left to right. Still getting saves for now, but how long can it last?
Dying is quite the name, isn't it?
It is, it's a little bit. It's almost too easy to make puns of, so you just try and avoid it.
I mean, Dying nearly gets a little pass down, but instead goes up with it. Good chances again start to materialise. That very early goal hasn't really led to too many more chances until that demo. But Acro turns around on the backboard, can push that pressure a little bit further away. Dorito now turning around quickly. Dying in. Louis P up. Low on boost across the board for both teams.
Big demo, satisfying demo sound. Nice booming one there as we were so close to the ball. And Spartaco are beginning to ask some questions. It's a good challenge from Stizzy. Luis P's allowed to have the ball up against three of his fellow Spaniards. Not really seeing too much bim-bam right now from Spartaco. It's more stop-start. As Dying tries to get a touch into the corner with him. Luis P leaves it for Acro. This is so dangerous. Dying is trying to complete the job with the demos and the bumps. Whoa. And Dorito just about squidges it through.
Dorito shot that at literally the only flopping, flailing target in the net. And he nearly makes the save. Isn't quite able to, but 1-1 now. ESpartaco getting a tie.
Yeah, not quite one of the ones for the corner, I think. Just rolling it down the middle centre. But it's a good turnaround from ESpartaco. When 100% got the early goal, you know, you're starting to think this is going to be a bit of a difference in quality. But ESpartaco have already proven to us that that will not be the case, even should 100% take the spoils. Since he has no boost, he's waiting for Dying. Another big demo comes in. Crispy on Dorito.
Oh, bumps.
Acro's coming forwards though. Since he closes him down, Acro up against Dorito. Dorito wins that one. It seems to be a little bit of a foot race in the centre. Who can bit the ball away faster?
Yeah, a couple of bump ideas coming through as well. Crispy actually hitting the ceiling with that one. Redirect central, but Stizzy shut down by Acro. Midfield, Dorito in a foot race back. Actually, a pass across Acro, unable to make contact before Dorito finds his way to it. Minute and 20 seconds now. Acro up high towards the right wall. No one to challenge him, so Louis P has got a decent amount of time. Instead goes for the boost as the ball ends up betraying him and flying away. Acro a fake, going for a flick central, instead goes middle with it. Crispy trying to wrap it round. Not quite able to, but building pressure for 100%.
I'd say it's dying for ESpartaco and Crispy for 100%, who seem the most likely from either team. Two players to keep an eye on as Dying goes up against Crispy in the corner. Oh, this should be in for Crispy. Luis P's called out by Acro. Then Crispy takes touch to the ceiling, gets a flip reset, does he? Oh, not quite. Mechanics weren't there. They were so close, though.
Zero boots to Acro to try and challenge for one. Dying up for the second. Crispy last man back. On that last touch coming in, though, for Dying. Sent on again by Acro. We find ourselves near final 30 seconds. No chances appearing for 100% in the last minute or so. A chance for one, but Dying can save it away back towards the net.
So
Dying
awkward,
with a
he's done
touch,
well.
and that was incredibly awkward.
Yeah, no, he was acrobatic there with his maneuverability to force that ball to the side, but they come forward again 100%. Luis P with the double tap, it's saved once again by Dying. The man is supreme on the goal line.
Final 10, and it's pressure again from 100%. Crispy with a reset. Luis P. Decent chance again, a save away from Stizzy. Acro wants to try and get this back. Corner boost does so very low across the board, but nobody comes in for 100%.
ESpartaco 7 saves deep going into overtime. Living on their own goal line, but surviving on their own goal line, at least for now, as Acro comes up against Dying. Stizzy tries to wait for this one, but Acro's too fast from the ceiling. Stizzy with a player in the center. If he can find him, he wants to musty flick this one over the top of Luis P. Ball just rolls towards Acro. Dorito nips in there. He's fast. Dying shoots. That was an opportunity.
Louis P as well being acrobatic for himself on that chance. Manages to worm his way around, but every single player caught in the corner from 100%. Dorito dropping it low. Crispy with no boost. Has to just really go for nothing, and that's in front of the net. That's going to be in. A pixel-perfect pass. Dead across the net from Dying.
The upset so far is on. Dying is fantastic. Forcing that pinch. Dorito was there. He could not say no. And ESpartaco, they take first blood.
They did. The Grecians in the chat are going to be very happy. And Stizzy getting a game win. Another one here in Europe. How many game wins have they got so far? ESpartaco 7. So that'll be their 8th. So good for them.
Good for them. Suddenly 2 and 4 looks a lot better than 1 and 5, though. It's the big swing game, or swing series, should I say, for ESpartaco. Look at that. Pinch was perfect. Flicks all the way to ESpartaco. That's
What
their
is
little...
that?
Wait, that's the E.
That's an E.
Yeah. What else is it?
When you just go with like that. It's like a snail.
Yours is like a
I suppose.
snail. Yours is a snail. Mine's an E.
That's horrible, your
It's
E.
ugly, but it works.
Ugly
but
That's an
effective.
E. There you go. I suppose that way.
But your fingers are weird, though, aren't they? Look at them. Freak fingers over here.
What's wrong with my fingers?
You do have freak fingers, mate.
What do you mean?
Just look at the state of them. Look how long and spindly they are.
What do you
Spindly
mean?
Goblin would have been a better name.
They're not spindly.
Yeah, they're basically little skeletons in their own right.
Why is O1 in chat just put all caps freak? What's happening? What's wrong with you all? Stop being cruel to me.
But no one's saying freak about this. This is just an innocent
That's
little E.
awful. Why would you ever think of that to do an E like that?
It works.
That's clearly a better E.
No, what is that? What sort of E goes 45
That's an
degree
E.
angles? Right, which E is better, everyone? Coles or Stumpy's?
Yours is grim.
All right, anyway.
Cringe
game
Cole.
two.
Thank you, JBR. That's what you want to see.
Isn't as good as Coles E. Thank you, presumably Tunes. Hi, Timler. Both said stumped.
Both are bad.
That's fair. That is fair.
That's
but I
fair.
truly think that mine's better than yours, which is weirdly angled.
No, yours is so
Yours is
horrible.
like a snowman's arms.
Yours just looks like a horrible little fat slug with just a little head on the top. No offense to any fat slugs with little heads watching, of course.
Yeah, you don't have to not offense yourself, mate.
Right, not offense myself.
Yeah, well, maybe you should offense yourself. Oh, Stizzy, what a touch! Won't matter. No one's following. Shame.
Dying, a little bit of a whiff on that left-hand side. Final first 45 seconds. We've seen a couple of acrobatic players trying to fly their way through. Good demo, opens it up. Louis P then tries to go for Dying to allow Crispy in. Crispy has to then go for the defensive play instead. Turns around, Acro hunting for bombs. Ends up going low with it. Nearly a chance. We're seeing a lot of these players fly right in front of the net, and Acro can get on the end of a very awkward little bounce that finds its way past dying.
Yeah, poor old Dorito had just respawned as well, and he just sees the ball flashing across him. He does a desperate backflip that was never going to get anywhere near that ball. And it remains 1-0 to 100% for the second game in a row. They take the early lead.
100% wanting to make sure they hold on to that early lead. They've already lost that first game. I mean, their 3-0 dream is going to be over. I imagine that games are a differential at some point. One of our tiebreakers. So each one is going to matter over the course of our 18 series that each of our teams plays.
I like to think it's who has the more creative E.
You need to calm down because you've lost that game.
I'm just attached to it. Look, sometimes you can lose, but still believe that you're right.
That again.
You know, people are proven quote-unquote wrong for centuries. And then it's like, oh, Einstein was right about that theory as well. Shot.
You're comparing yourself to Einstein.
Well, what letter does Einstein begin with, Stumpy?
By making a mangled little E.
What does it begin with?
What does what begin with?
Einstein.
E. A capital E, like I did.
Here's Stizzy into the centre. Acro sends it long. Acro actually just lets the ball bounce off his bonnet into the middle. Was that a poor decision? It will be if Dorito finishes. He certainly could have done. Luis P gets half the save, and there's no one following up. Where have they gone?
There was a team bump as well in the net. It was actually the orange team bumping each other in the blue net. Peculiarly. But he's got a better E. Central is going to be Dorito. Acro is waiting patiently on the backboard. Actually gets bumped out of the way. Physicality, again a factor, but so far hasn't actually paid off for ESpartaco.
I keep trying to avoid saying Esposito as well. Every time I look at Ep, it's the first thing I think of. Anyway, here's Dorito. He goes to the ceiling. Esposito's almost there, but the dance is stopped before it commences.
The P wanted to challenge versus Dying, but Dying Central Doritos. Oh, with a lot of boost. Finally, this long period of offense from Esposito. ESpartaco, gosh. It pays off, whatever.
Yeah, I mean, save me some of the other lyrics of Despacito that we can pun on, we can riff on.
Justin Bieber. They probably say his name at some point, don't they?
Yeah, he probably says baby, baby, ooh, or something.
You'd hope.
It is Stizzy up against Crispington. And it is Crispington that goes to the ceiling. Acro there waiting in the centre. Crispy gets it all the way. Luis P's coming in. That is why the man is a hero.
That's strong 50 as well. Crispy darting down in. Acro then manages to just stop the ball from pinching out a little bit too far. And Louis P, final touch, slams the home. Just under 2 minutes and 2 goals. And 100%, they lead by just that one.
100% are desperate not to go 3-3 after they've been performing so well up to this point. Being
2 wins today.
Be disappointing for them. Say again?
2 wins for them today, and they've only lost 1 other game, and that's to endpoint.
What, 100%?
Mm-hmm.
They're doing all right for themselves, aren't they?
Very all right, yeah.
Well, no, it doesn't matter. If you can't beat ESpartaco, you'll be disappointed in your couple of days' work, I feel. Because there is a week's break after this. After this match, actually, for all these teams, there's 6 days off where they can think about the mistakes and the errors and the regrets. And that one might be one for the Reds.
Out of quite literally nowhere, Acro onto the ceiling, sets up Louis P to then just go for the nastiest ceiling pinch. And Dorito just has to watch it fly in.
100% beginning to pull away. ESpartaco were able to grind out the first game and can then get themselves back into this one. This one's towards Dying, who had such a strong game, number 1. He wants to get this double tap, but Acro was equal to it. On the backboard, never an easy skill to utilise getting that read, but Acro made it look thus.
The final minute, Dying now has got a chance to go for that reset, but Dorito removes Louis P from the goal to make it a little bit easier if he can. His 2 goals still looking great for a lead for 100%. Crispy catches it midfield, low boost, going to keep going on it. Try and get a bump, maybe steal a little bit of boost in the back line.
For now, to the side, and they're starting to make ESpartaco look like they're rushing. Esposito, more like Esperation. They just can't get themselves back on the scoreboard. Acro does the work to make it 4, and check out that Anglais.
Outrageous Anglais flying in from the man not from Anglais. 45 seconds, 3 goals. It's near enough signed, sealed, delivered. This game may well be 100% for ESpartaco. Decent chance to maybe just get a goal back. They've had good pressure. But those awkward touches, I don't think it's going to happen.
Not for a while, mate.
Oh,
it's
what
all,
a
it's all
fake.
gone terribly wrong. Acro's a cheeky boy.
There's a fake too coming through from Crispy, who I think is just in Dorito's vision, actually jumps up to then force Dorito to then jump. Great idea. Great play. Overall, 100% game 2.
Game's done. Game's done and dusted. Would you add a forfeit rule if you were in charge of Rocket League Esports?
What would just be like, all right, FF. It's like in 1v1s, right? In like the Johnny does. You can just say, all right, FF, go next. It's fine.
Yeah.
Like, no, I wouldn't.
Why?
Personally, I think part of it is also how you then bounce back up from these moments. It also gives you time to talk. I think even in the dying embers of a game, there is still value to be had.
Interesting.
Would you agree?
I probably wouldn't. I probably would for community events, but I probably wouldn't for RLCS level events. I think in the if you get to the RLCS, you're in the semi-finals or quarterfinals. You're BDS against Gentlemaites. You're 6-0 down with a minute left. You suffer. You are Team BDS. You suffer. You know, it's not about like, oh, we'll be nice to them, right? Whereas I feel like if it's some community event and BDS comes up against, you know, Barry's Bonfires, who are a bunch of SSLs, you know, good players, but not up to that standard, then I would say if they go 5-0 down and they want to go next, let them. Probably what I'd say.
I think it's part of the game to not, but I do also get your point. I do understand. But also, Barry's Bonfires, if you're playing up against BDS, you are losing 8-0 and you're like, this is great, I'm in love with a Monkey Moon.
That's fair. Yeah,
Like,
that's fair. It's like when you lose 8-0 to me.
You've then got the agency to just be like, oh, it's fine. Yeah, like, whatever. I think also it would sort of maybe rob us of those moments, of those big comebacks. Because I reckon if then you got 30 seconds left and then there's and you're 4-0 down.
Barry's Bonfire score 8 in 30 seconds.
Maybe. Never in like a 4-0 down, 30 seconds left situation. Are you then going to be like, okay, right, forfeit? But actually, your team are like, no, let's not forfeit because we might actually have some more chances here.
Yeah,
you,
but then
you literally may as well play to the final second.
Then you get Monkey Moon jumping, going on his back, spinning about. You know what I mean? Demoing his teammates, just spamming FF plus. You know, every time his teammates make a mistake, spamming wow, or whatever. Just real passive aggressive. You know, that's what you get there, and that's a beautiful thing. That's the best part of Rocket League when your teammates do that, right? Isn't it? Everyone loves that, don't they? I really love it.
That's why you do it.
That is why I do it. Yeah,
you go 1-0
down.
3.5 minutes, and then you're just like, nah, you know what?
I let it be 2. If we go 2-0 down, then I am doing turtles in our own goal for the next 4.5 minutes. It's just more fun.
I'm bumping my teammates.
Respect.
Yeah.
What do you do in chat? What do you do in chat when you're 2-0 down?
Because we all know that we give up.
Yeah, exactly. What's your way of signifying it's not your fault, it's your teammates' fault?
Oh, that one's nearly flown its way in, dying. Again, a nice little shot. We're seeing a lot of these random little touches actually be quite convincing towards the net.
Ooh, that one's not so convincing from the 100% defense. Dying got a little bit of a snapshot away, but it was weak and rolling. Stizzy now has a go. Stizzy has been quiet.
Oh.
He was saying that his NA mechanics might be advantageous here, but not to be so far in this series.
He uses his dodge early just to make sure that he stays in line with the ball. Steals that 100 boost too and then bumps Stizzy on the way past. 2 in the corner. It's going to be Dying and Stizzy hanging out there. First minute gone without incident. Dying not enough boost. I love that boost meter addition. God, it's so good for casting.
It does help a lot. We have some good answers. Practice making ease of my hands. Just tell them that they're bad. Play goalie for the opponent. Watch a replay too long to the moment where it proves it's not your fault. That's a good one. I do that one, I must admit.
I vote FF even if I'm winning. You're my favourite kind of opponent, thank you.
Here's Dorito onto his own backboard. Dying's coming in. He's floating about the place and somehow makes something from it. Here he goes, racing Echo for the ball. Can he get this pinch? He can, but no one believed in him. This happened a few times. For ESpartaco, if you are chasing that first dub, you've got to play with confidence still, but it does get harder.
ESpartaco did get a dub, didn't they? Previously.
Yeah, but one of four,
ESpartaco
so not as many as you want. What I'm saying is the more the losses pull away, the more tempting it is to play extra safe, and then this is what happened. Stumpy Goblin.
Yeah. Just a little long shot. We've seen that happen before. That's TRK-esque. Everyone on Gentlemates finds themselves pushed a little bit too far forwards. We're just about 2 minutes gone. That's 100% taking a lead.
Is that now the TRK?
And that's the TRK. Out of everything that he's achieved in his career, getting that P roller is the one.
Because normally when I score goals like that, you abuse me and call it a cold goal. But now you're just saying that's a TRK. I'll take that.
Oh!
Whoa, that's a TRK,
Ooh!
but Dorito steals it. What a lad.
Oh my word.
Are you outraged at how good that was?
Up from dying, gets in the reset straight onto the goal line. And Dorito, the last second, does get the tap away. Full credit towards Dorito for that. Dying, decent pass.
To be fair, was it going in is the question. Would it have found its way into the back of the net? I think not. All credit goes Dorito. Crispy up against Stizzy this time. Go on, Stizzy, get involved. We will back to you mechanically. You're a wonderful, wonderful player, but this is one of those series that he's just struggled with a little bit to really make a statement. This could be it, though. Up against Crispy, a 7 boost left. Wants to pinch this one over towards his opposite goal. Dorito gets a tap on. Dying there into the corner. Dorito, one more chance, maybe. Sends it high. And Luis P was waiting.
You'll know something quite crazy.
Yeah, go on. Just this once.
Today, Jobless have gone 1-9. Thank you, the real Will in chat. I've been looking at other bits, but yeah, they've gone 1-9 in games. That's a wonderful bump. Draw our attention straight back here. We'll look at the rest of the field shortly. Stizzy getting a nice little flick up. Then Dorito, enough pace and speed to go along. Stizzy bumping. Lovely play overall by the ESpartaco fellas.
It's a wonderful bump, but is it a 1-9-deful bump?
You didn't need to say that.
Would have been better earlier, but you had to just talk about the goal, didn't you?
I did. I had to do my job, and I do apologise. Stizzy trying to go for the edge, well over the top. Isn't quite able to get anything through. Only about that 1-9 situation. Jobless. 1-9, a single game win today. That now puts them, I think, 3-3 after absolutely smashing it yesterday.
Not 1-9-deful of them, if you ask me, my friend. Dorito just spams that one forward. Stizzy's there. Stizzy, there's the mechanics that we wanted.
This is interesting. There we go. 1 minute 40, 100 seconds left. That's the third one flying through. Stizzy can put her own. ESpartaco, they are fighting hard against the second place on our table right now.
ESpartaco, can they get themselves back in the game? Remember, top 6 make it to the playoffs. The top 2 in the upper bracket as well, so it does make a difference where in that 6 you come. I'll be starting off in the losers. A long old journey then. Stizzy up against Crispy. Crispy storms in from the side. Crispy takes a touch. Slows it down, keeps it to himself. Acro and he not on the same wavelength. Dorito goes solo. He's so speedy to the ceiling with him that he just about loses sight of the ball.
Yeah, moments, I think, are just starting to show themselves for 100% after being penned back in their own half for a decent while. Dorito and Dime both commit to that one. They don't want to fall into that trap too many times. Dorito faking out that defensive high play. Louis P can then take it slow. Dorito, he is just going to hound that ball and make it as awkward as possible for anybody to try and get it away from him. A good setup. Darn goes something far more complicated I think they needed to be. But regardless, waste a few seconds.
Yeah, I think you could have just spammed that one in, couldn't he? Maybe not. It seemed like there was a top corner available. It was opening itself up, but not to be on this occasion. Now Dying cools rank on his teammates, goes for the Psycho and almost nails it, but it does in the end lead to a chance to Acro. Crispy here with Luis P behind him. Dorito charges him down. 30 seconds left. 100% have to strike soon if they are to have any chance in game number 3, and if they are to avoid needing 2 games in a row.
20 seconds. Stizzy trying to just push it as far down as he can. Seconds off the clock. ESpartaco, another goal and another chance. They get the win. They get the game win. This could be their second series win. They just need another game to go their way.
And it's Dorito there. He was the recipient of the eventually simple goal. There were bumps and demos to open up the door. Dorito steps right on through it. And away we go.
All right.
We have Mr. Atomic in the chat. Hello, Atomic.
Hello, Atomic.
Hope you're enjoying the show. You're enjoying the off-season tournament as well. Really happy to be able to put on events like these to keep the players warm. And hopefully we'll have many, many as the next few months roll on.
ESpartaco, the Grecian fellas, grease their way up going into game 4. Maybe?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, grease the wheels.
Grease the
on
wheels,
opportunity. Anyway, yeah, here they are as well. There was a lovely goal from... it was Dying, wasn't it?
It was Dying. No, it was Dorito. Thank you very much.
Up. Yeah, sorry. So yeah, look at this goal from Dorito. Watch this from Dorito. From Dorito. There's Dorito. What a finish from the lad.
All Dorito, all day, baby. Yeah, one more game win for ESpartaco, and they're going to be taking it over the fellas, the boys, the lads. A few updates from across the world.
Update us.
Endpoint have beaten Jobless 3-1. We saw that a little bit earlier on. That was Jobless' only game win today, bear in mind. so not great. Lunar Galaxy X complexity.
Did they win? I hope so. X.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, you saw
team.
me do the X. I told you, I keep doing the X even when I'm off camera.
Yeah, fair.
3-0 versus Resolve.
Hey, well
Who
done,
else
man.
have
That's a
we
huge
got?
result. Well done. Fair play.
good.
Resolve, who are beginning to come back in form as well.
Oxygen are currently 2-0 up against JJ Rocks, as we kind of assumed that they might be.
Yeah,
and then Fake German Amigos 2-1 currently against Soudadoo.
Stumpy, we got a question from the chat. Why are they still doing the X?
Because Lunar Galaxy X complexity, they're like crossed with them. It's like a joint
So it's
venture
like an
with
X.
CRR joining the boys.
So yeah, I appreciate that Rexel doesn't quite get it. It's because the arms look like the letter X,
Yep.
and the X is in their name. So
Yep.
it's like a double X sitch.
Yep.
If anyone in chat could help Rexel understand it,
Ooh.
that'd be great.
Oh my
top
gosh,
corner,
Louis
Cal.
P. Oh my gosh, Louis P. That demo is lovely, but look at this movement from him. Gets this, then the ground pinch with that
Whoa.
demo just about flicks it over the top of one. Oh. Georgina. Absolutely
That was-
Georgina.
That was just so clean and efficient.
And again.
You know, it was like a box shot. And here they go again, 100%. They're here for blood.
You know what? Maybe I would add a forfeit rule.
Yeah,
What a
right now it's
kickoff.
done.
Oh. Yeah, this is me and Rank. I'm typing question marks in chat.
What about, right, here's one for you. First to 3 every game. No time limit. Just to try it, just see if it works.
Well, I did have an idea years ago where basically, if you had like a best of 5, you would play all games in one game. So if it's a best of 5, what's that? That's like you're trying to win
25
3,
minutes.
right? So you'd want to do it to I guess like 15 to 25. You maybe just do it 20 minutes, like the in-betweeny number, whatever, right?
Right.
But like it's an extended game, and then it's just whoever wins that. So it's a 20-minute game, but you just see who wins it.
I think if you do that, you would need a forfeit rule, because if it gets too far away.
Yeah,
Maybe
for
not
that
then.
I'd go forfeit. Yeah, that's fair.
Cool. All right, well, let's get that going. I do want to see, events that play with all these rules. Even if the upper echelon, they're too good for it. I'm too good for that. I don't want to do anything that's a bit different. Get in some new names. I'll be like, I'll give that a go.
Shift.
Let's
get some more shift stuff. Let's get some weird shift stuff.
I'll get some weird shift stuff. Yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. And what was the Fear Wands tourney people are mentioning?
That was, how long was it? Was it 15 minutes?
Was
it
it?
one 15-minute match?
That's cool. I like that. Yeah, that's brilliant. That's fun.
20 minutes, one 20-minute match. Yeah, that was cool. That was very
There was
cool.
also the Sunless's longest game in the world.
Try and beat that.
That was, gosh, like many. I took part in that in 1 and 2, and it was horrible to be part of. It took so long, and I think my team lost
By
by like
definition.
130 goals or something.
Really? You lost?
Yeah, I think so.
Man, you are bad at the game.
Or 2 45-minute halves. Yeah, that's a good shout.
That'd be cool. But then
Right,
okay, in our
Oh,
world,
what a flick!
go on,
Lovely
Crispy's
flick.
there to make it a 3. Little flick, little follow-up from Sir Crispington. In our world, there could be a draw or a tie in your world, Stumpy. So would you introduce that to the Rocket League masses? I'll say it to the Americans.
I'd introduce probably like a golden goal concept. So if you're tied at the end of the regulation time, if it's 20 minutes or whatever we're saying, it then goes to a golden goal. So whoever scores that next goal, they then win the entire game. I would
That
say.
is such a revolutionary idea. So let me make sure I understand this correctly. 0 seconds.
Yep.
You're saying the scores would be tied,
Yeah.
and then it goes to a new kickoff.
Yeah, so the ball stays up until 0 seconds.
Like the sound, the horn of a new game comes in again.
Yeah.
Wow.
And you have to kick off again and whatever else.
Oh, that's great. Can you guys imagine that? Literally,
I
can you
think
imagine that?
it'd be
That'd be so
interesting.
cool. Yeah, and
again,
then
but I want tournaments in there like that to introduce this like extra time like feature.
that'd be great as well. Yeah. What if after every goal there was a kickoff instead of just at the beginning?
That'd be interesting. Maybe it'd get a bit boring though.
No, I think it would
I think
work. I
potentially
think
get a little
over the
bit boring.
years, teams would learn to make the most of these kickoffs rather than just driving into the ball pointlessly.
True. We'll see. We'll see if any particular regions like end up capitalizing on that. Hooty hoo. Hello. How are you doing? Thank you very much for that, Ray. you're going to be hosting the North American one in a couple of hours. Make sure everybody tune in for the Shift Summer League and the North American version, where we see more crazy events going on. But this one has seen, so far, 100% going 3-0 in this individual game. But they are losing to a second bottom of the table compared to the 100% who are currently second in the table. They are losing the series. So it's going to be quite the interesting Game 5.
It is looking a little bit like we are going towards Game 5 at this point. ESpartaco have barely got started over here on Viva La Vida. 100% have been squeezing them out. Huge goals flying in left, right, and centre. It all started off with what was Luis P, who got the floor pitch, didn't he?
Oh my God! Madness goal.
Cleanest goal you'll see all day. What at Cole? What have I said?
Don't know.
What have I said now? Is that when I said I hope he knows when you said he's hosting in 2 hours?
Maybe.
I presume it's that.
Final minute. There's still a chance here. Either 400% to try and just extend their lead, or just to establish what's going to be happening in game number 5. Down with a nice little fake out left-hand side, bounces high. Dorito up with boost, but with the defender in the way as well. Does get a very cheeky little reset. Time very much ticking away from the fellas. Stizzy on target. Dying's going to be there to tap it, but actually Acro, middle of the net, can clear it away.
Yeah, big saves there from 100%. They're going to keep on going, though. ESpartaco, one more touch. Luis P just slams it away. And we are heading all the way to Champions Field. Now, I want to see in chat a sea of predictions. We have got 100% who've just brought it back to Game 5. They are 3-2 overall. They've been superior in this game. Up against ESpartaco. No, not Esposito. ESpartaco. They're 1-4 coming into this series, but they've played fantastically. Now we have a Game 5 en route. Who is going to take it? 100 or ESP?
And so far, people are feeling like 100. I went 100 before the series started.
Well,
what did you go for?
Well, Pieman is 100% in agreement with presumably Tunes' prediction of ESpartaco. So Pieman really believes in ESpartaco.
Big.
Yeah.
A few people rooting for the underdog here, which I do like. I like the underdog pick. I can go with that.
So which is ESpartaco, right?
Yeah, absolutely. So far, for anybody who's only watched the North American side of things, where are they? 100%. They were second going into this series. They've now dropped because we've not finished their series yet, and other teams have finished their series. And ESpartaco, they are second bottom. They're 9th out of our 10 teams.
It does feel harsh based on what we've seen, doesn't it?
Other results have come in.
Because... Say again?
Other results have come in. Sorry,
go
before
on.
we move on to talk about these guys.
Check them out.
Oxygen, they went 3-0 versus JJ Rock, which is fair enough. And then Fake German Amigos, they 3-1 Saudade de Luge. So yeah, there we go. This is our last match. Game 5, the only Game 5 this entire round. And also, Hootie Hoo, this jersey is fire. Thank you for giving it to me on your stream.
We are locked in. I'm not jealous. What do you mean? We are locked in to Game 5. Champions Field commenceth. The game mode is soccer. The game is 5. We are on Champions Field. Who's going to take it? Let's find out. Oh, yeah, baby.
Very good. Louis P trying to go central with this one immediately. They're passing pretty on point so far. And now with that 50, he's going to be falling back down towards this midfield position. Dying up nice and high. We've seen him mechanically have a stonker of a goal that Dorito ends up stealing away from him. Not really stealing, forcing in. I think he was needed for it. Midfield, Louis P up for a pre-jump. Crispy there first. Acro there, falls back down towards him, and Stizzy lands on it, and the defense comes from the heavens.
To me, it's all eyes on Dying. When he plays well, ESpartaco are 3 times the team. He seems to be the man that they look to swing the pendulum for them. If he's not on 100%, should be able to have the team dynamics and the individual quality to take this one. As Dorito waits underneath the ball, Stizzy behind him. A man Dying is waiting on the goal line, hoping to get involved. Stizzy's the one who takes the next touch. To the backboard he goes. Luis P was ready for it and read it. It's a decent start, in my opinion, for ESpartaco. This is more like the opening games rather than the last one, where they were pretty flat.
I mean, Louis P didn't score immediately in this game, and then immediately off that secondary kickoff. So already, ESpartaco doing a little bit better. It's a minute 15, no instance so far. Dorito central. Stizzy's actually there to tap it on. Louis P is caught short, but can actually clear it away into that back corner. And a lovely pass back from Dying to find Stizzy.
Stizzy's made a meal of it somewhat. He was charged down, to be fair, at great speed by 100%. Crispy comes in against Dorito. Acro wanted to put that one into the centre, had to settle for the 50-50. Stizzy was the first two. Dying has no boost. We're just trying to force Crispy out wide. Crispy can certainly do something with that. He can put it into the center. The shot is perfect from Luis P. And 100% take the lead in the decider.
It's a lovely corner shot again. If everybody counting corner shots that we were doing a little bit earlier on,
17.
That's another one. Bottom corner.
Perfect.
Stunner, like literally pixel perfect. Finds its way home. 100% going to put their mark on this series.
Can ESpartaco come back to avoid going 1-5? They have battled to be here, but 100% are just beginning to pull away. That one was top corner again, but it was saved by Stizzy on the goal line. Another pass comes in. Surely Crispy prods it home, and he does.
What a pinch from the corner too from Louis P. Gets one, gets the second, like on the fly. And Crispy, I love that vision from his teammate. Sees that Louis P has got it. Stunning pass. Pass of the day, I would argue, for that one.
Yeah, especially the fact that it was his second touch as well. The first one to himself was nice enough, and then to finish the job, putting it into the center. And there was the finish. These guys are fully in alignment with one another now, 100%. As Dying puts it into the center where Dorito was waiting for it. Acro up against Stizzy, avoids him narrowly. Dorito wants to get some boost, can't quite do it. Acro, it's a couple of touches. Crispy's thinking about it, but has to yield the ball towards himself in the end.
Ooh.
Dying puts that one out wide. It's almost 3, and that may well be curtains if it was.
Acro just trying to challenge on this one backwards. Pixel 100 boost, so it's going to have a little bit of speed here. Central will be his team disadvantaged at going solo. Louis P. Backflip to keep it over towards that orange half. Stizzy, a reset, unsuccessful. Keeps it high. So far, Stizzy still silent in the series.
Yeah, he has been quiet so far. Dorito gets a couple of touches, though, to the ceiling. In comes Dying. Can he get one to bring him back? Luis P saves it. And it goes back out to Stizzy.
Stizzy again up high. Goes a little bit awkwardly with it. There's a good few chances here, I think, for both teams to score. But so far, only one of them has taken the proper chances.
Here comes Crispy, though. He's been dangerous all series. Luis P behind him. The other twins of Rocket League, Luis P and Crispy. This one goes to the side from Luis P. Dorito waits, Dorito shoots, and Crispy's just too quick. Crispy is charging everything down, Stumpy.
Yeah, he is. He's making sure that there's not any comfortability in the ESpartaco side of the pitch. There's a minute and a half left, and we do need to see something come out from the Grecians.
Crispy up against Dorito. Dorito doesn't manage to get a touch on the ball. They have too soon, but Crispy's coming forward. Luis P, the twin, was it Twinergy? Is an alignment between the pair of them. Acro to the side, gets it backwards. Are we going to see ESpartaco getting some control of the ball? It's all a bit loose for me, Stumpy.
His final minute and a missed flick. But yeah, you have that chance. Then look at them where his teammates are. They're finding themselves in midfield, not really pushing on the ball.
Stizzy gets the flip reset, but can't do anything with it until that challenge puts it goalwards. Nobody was reading it for ESpartaco. This is one last chance. They have to get themselves on the score sheet. Stizzy with a gorgeous catch. Dorito underneath it. Dorito's hoping that Acro's clearance is poor, but not to be, and then Luis P completes it. But there's a touch there. Dying goes for Crispy, but can't quite nab him.
That bang long does not go quite as far as he would like. Louis P finds Acro, back to Louis P, goes just above Dying. That is perfection again, firing on 100% of their cylinders.
But it is not in the corner, but we will take it as far as 100% fans go. Luis P slams it home, finishes the series off with a flourish, and 100% now surely, unless we see kickoff drama, the likes of which we have not seen since Crown and Jewels about a decade ago.
I don't say nearly a decade ago.
Nearly a decade, when Stumpy was young and wasn't broken and his back worked.
Oh, my back never worked. You know this. Stizzy flying on his back now. Want to show that his one works.
Well done, Stizzy.
10 seconds remaining. It's not going to be the one for ESpartaco. They fought incredibly well. They got to all 5, but they then go 1-5 in our tournament so far. And that is going to be a great win for 100%.
I played 100%. It wasn't easy. ESpartaco never make it so, but 100%. Luis P, Crispy, the twins, and Acro, their third, made something out of nothing. Honestly, I was thinking that ESpartaco were going to take that series. I was thinking they were going to find a way, but 100% did not allow them to, and they just about had the team play to break through.
Yeah, I was impressed with ESpartaco, and I'm honestly shocked that they have gone, what is it now, 1-5. They're not a 1-5 team to me. They seem so much better than that.